What's up, Sag? Welcome to Scorp Queen Intuition. Welcome back, guys. If you are here with me again, let's go ahead and see what is going on. This could be your person or the person that is on your mind, okay? I'm going to tap into their energy in the situation. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements in Sagittarius. See what's going on, guys. What is going on for Sagittarius? All right, you got disagreements. I wish you understood how I feel. I saw unappreciated. I felt like you didn't care. Okay, so maybe you felt like someone didn't care, and maybe you and this person had disagreements on what that looked like. Okay, detachment. I had to let this go so that I could clear my mind. And chemistry. I have never felt a passion this intense. So there was some disagreements. Whoever this person is, there was some disagreements between you two. And I feel like you pulled back or they had to pull back. Maybe they pulled back because they couldn't face what you were saying to them and, you know, maybe what you was expecting of them, okay? But somebody pulled back, okay? Maybe this person, once they realize you know, wanted more or whatever the disagreement was, they pulled back because they couldn't measure up or follow through. Okay, but I do feel like there was a sense of detachment. Okay, somebody pulled back, but you know, sometimes the detachment can be mutual. Once you start to have those disagreements and you both start to realize that you guys don't think the same or you're not in alignment, you know, you start to pull back. You'll start to realize when people are not serious or their intentions are not pure, and you start to question them and there start to be disagreements. What do? They pull back. They have two options. They either step up, you know, or they pull back. So let's see what's going on. I feel like, though, you guys are not letting chemistry cause confusion for you any longer, okay? All right, let's see. The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Obviously, someone that wasn't committed. They wasn't trying to move forward with commitment here. With that Queen of Pentacles, she's all about stability, commitment, investing, you know, building, all those good things. And it looks like with her being in the reverse, this was someone that wasn't trying to invest, or you felt like they wasn't really committed here, okay? Or it could have been something involving money, okay? Maybe they didn't have the money, or they wasn't, you know, investing or giving, or you know, maybe they were stingy. Maybe they were financially stingy or selfish. Now you got the King of Swords here in the reverse, okay? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. So see, this could definitely be someone really in their head. Sometimes the King of Swords can be someone that's kind of like a know-it-all, or you can't really vibe with them on a certain sense because their mindset is low vibrational, okay? They could also be manipulative. Okay, this could be somebody that lied about their money or the amount of money that they had. The Knight of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, with the King of Swords and the Knight of Swords in the reverse, that is definitely confrontation, right? That's definitely arguments, disagreements, a lot of conflict. Okay, I do just feel like you and this person mentally, you guys were not on the same, didn't have the same mindset when it came to how you view commitment, or when it came to what it looked like when someone was investing and putting into a connection here. Okay, this person probably ran from ran from conversation. They may have felt like, oh, every time you said something to them, it was a disagreement, or, you know, they avoid conversations, you know, but most people that play games, they avoid deep conversations or being held accountable. Let's see what else you have here. The Six of Wands. The Magician in the reverse. Oof, the Magician in the reverse with the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Somebody is very mentally, like manipulative. They're very manipulative, maybe even with their words. Gemini, Virgo energy here with the Magician in the reverse and the Moon in the reverse, okay? So the Six of Wands here. And then you have the Two of Wands. Let's see what this is about, guys, okay? This person may want to come towards you, but they have a lot of ego, okay? Maybe they're waiting on you to come towards them and apologize, or, you know, you make the first move to come towards them to communicate. All right, let's see. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Pisces energy here as well with the Moon in the reverse. You got Temperance. That's your energy. Sagittarius energy. And the King of Wands in the reverse. This one person wanted to be a player. Okay. Impulsive, ruthless, high expectations, hates, unpredictable, unachievable, unpredictable, unachievable expectations. So they could have felt like you had unachievable expectations, or they weren't trying to meet your expectations. This person, the King of Wands in the reverse, he could be a player. He could be like a womanizer type energy. So this is why he wasn't ready to commit with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse here. Okay. Two of Wands in the reverse. Not making a choice. Now you have the Two of Wands here. So I feel like at some point this person wasn't really trying to make a choice or really invest in the connection so you guys can go down a different path. There was a lot of mind games here, but you detached and you pulled back. And so now I feel like this person is trying to make a choice here now, because they may feel like you were different. Something about you was different with the chemistry between you two. Let's see why this King of Swords in the reverse. What was this person being manipulative or lying about here? King of Cups in the reverse. Ugh. Too many kings in the reverse, guys. King of Cups in the reverse. Cold, bad advice, emotional manipulation, moodiness, self-compassion. So self-compassion. They only have compassion for themselves. Inner feeling, secretive, ashamed, and volatile. See, I told you, very disrespectful person, or someone that you felt like was disrespectful, or with the King of Swords in the reverse and the King of Cups in the reverse, that's a very narcissistic energy, okay? They're mentally manipulative and emotionally manipulative here, okay? This may be somebody you haven't spoken to in a while. Or someone this is why you have to this is why you have to detach from them, because they're very negative. So somebody you could have really like things change with this person here. The Six of Pentacles in the reverse. See, self-care, unpaid debts. Let's see, one-sided charity, greed, strings attached, power and domination. So person like to be in control. So they play these mind games, and they play these games because it's their ego. They have to be in control. So someone is either holding back intentionally to use that as a form of manipulation. So I'm feeling like all of this was part of this disagreement that you had. You got the Eight of Cups here. Disappointment, abandonment. So you walked away. Okay, you walked away from the situation because it was disappointing here. Knight of Swords in the reverse. Be mindful, guys, too, if this is someone that is trying to come towards you that you've had this energy with, you need to be mindful of the communication that you have with this person, because I do feel like they're going to still be that same manipulative person that they were before. Knight of Swords in the reverse. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. You have the World in the reverse. Seeking personal closure. Shortcuts, delays, no closure. So they might be trying to rush in for a conversation. I feel like, I don't know if this person is forcing conversation on you or trying to force you to have conversation. And when you choose to pull back or you choose to not communicate or engage with them, you're going to see that side of them that they showed you before. Okay. The World in the reverse. This person hasn't learned a damn thing. They haven't learned no lessons. And they have closure issues, but I do feel like their issues is turning into anger or frustration with you. Like they have this entitlement, like they're supposed to talk to you or you're supposed to talk to them. And so with the world in the reverse, that's Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius energy. Got the Five of Wands. Look at that. Competition, debates, rivalry, conflict, disagreement, strife, tension, territorial, clashing, egos, and petty. See, somebody's being very childish here and petty. I told you they ain't learned a thing. And the way they're handling this situation is to still be confrontational, still cause chaos and conflict. Just want to be disruptive here. The Five of Wands. Like somebody, you can't tell them anything. Why is the Six of Wands here? So this is victory and success. So at least we got this here. Let's see what's going on. Whoever this person is, they don't want to see you happy. Let's see. Let's see, why is this Six of Wands energy here? Victory, success, achievements. That's what this is. You know, you being noticed. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Fear, insecurity, living beyond means, obsession with work. Let's see. The Queen of Cups. This person, they don't want to see success. They want to see you dependent on them. The Nine of Pentacles in the upright. She is independent. She's self-sufficient, right? She handles things on her own. This person wants you dependent on them. They want you dependent on them for your success and also for your emotions. Like, they want you, for your emotional stability, they want you dependent on them. The Devil, look at that. As I'm speaking, the Devil is at the bottom. Shadow self, attachment, addiction, temptation, destructive behavior, materialism, codependency, and toxicity. See, I told you they want you dependent on their whatever they have to offer materialistically or emotionally. Okay, they want you down bad. And they might intentionally cause disagreements. They might intentionally, like I said, make you feel how they make you feel. This person hasn't learned anything. The Devil energy here is Capricorn. Now, why is the Magician here in the reverse? That's manipulation. That's somebody using black magic. That's someone trying to stop you from manifesting or feel like they don't want to see you manifest anything here. But they're not telling you this. With the Moon in the reverse, that's dark energy. That is definitely someone playing, with spirituality, putting bad intentions out there, whether they're actually doing rituals or not. They're putting negative and bad intentions out there in their, from their subconscious. They're pushing it out there in the atmosphere. Why is the Magician in the reverse? See, the Fool in the reverse. They don't want to see you have any new beginnings. They don't want to see you with anyone else. They don't want to see you have this stable relationship like they know that you can have with the Six of Wands here and the Queen of Cups. So they want to keep you dependent on them, whatever that looks like, okay? The Fool in the reverse, Aries energy, holding back, indecision, hesitation, reckless, bad choices, yeah. It's also about new beginnings, taking a leap of faith. They don't want to see your spirits up. Especially if you see Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, especially if you're not building it with them. That's exactly what I was about to say. They don't want to see you manifesting anything if you're not manifesting it with them. If it's not what you guys are building, they don't want you to have nothing. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, friction, discord, arguments, financial failure or loss, fleeting success, lack of stability, misfortune, loss. That's the energy they want you in, Sag. Why's the Moon here in the reverse? The Moon in the reverse again. Release of fear, repressing emotion, inner confusion, misinterpretation, darkness, and insecurities. Yeah. I told you it's all from their conscious, it's all from their subconscious. That they have this energy towards you, whether they really want to acknowledge it or not. So if you keep having disagreements with certain people, um, it might not just be one person, guys. This could be a few people that you notice that you're having these constant disagreements with, or they're like, you ever seen someone just determined to misunderstand you? It's kind of like that energy here, okay? The Four of Cups. Okay, meditation and contemplation, apathy, reevaluation, restlessness, disconnected, and boredom. And then you have the Sun here, okay? And the Two of Wands, clarified by the Sun. Positivity, pleasure, happiness, vitality, fun, joy, warmth, celebration, success, rebirth, all is well. So this is you guys making a choice, right? This is you guys maybe making a choice to go towards something more positive and more happy. This is you guys, some of you guys, you might be pregnant as well, and maybe you don't know what decision you want to make here. But because obviously the energy that's here, maybe that's the disagreement. That's only for some of you guys, okay? Let's see what else we got here. Maybe the fact that this person has never felt this type of chemistry is why they want to be kind of controlling. Look at that. The devil is in the details, and walk away. It's like you guys see the small things this person do when you guys have disagreements, when you don't see eye to eye. That's where you know how someone really is. You got to get it together. Look at that. You got to manifest and prepare. All right, so maybe Spirit is telling you to get it together here when it comes to what you are dealing with here. You got maybe. Your answer is maybe. And at the bottom, use your logic. Maybe. I'm feeling like your answers, maybe, guys. I feel like what I'm feeling is like this person never gives you a direct answer. They never give you a yes. Or they might not give you a direct no. But whatever it is, it's kind of like they keep you in limbo, is what I'm feeling. I hope that you can forgive me one day and I knew exactly what I was doing. So all the games, all of the, like I said, the disagreements. This person was well aware of what they were doing with that King of Swords and that Magician in the reverse. They knew they were being manipulative. They knew they were playing games. They knew that they wanted to try to have you in a certain energy. And it may be because you don't want to be with them, or, you chose to pull back. Look, block and bless. Boundary, no contact, closure. Maybe this is somebody that you guys definitely need to block. You need to block this person. Block and bless. You see that? Because this person is trying to stop your blessings with that energy that they're pushing out there. Okay? And so with this block and bless, this is you blocking this energy and moving forward towards happiness, right? New beginnings, positivity. Maybe you guys have been struggling with releasing someone completely. But you guys need to work on boundaries and no contact and closure. I never meant enough, unseen, unchosen, or rejected. So this is someone that maybe made you feel like you were never enough. You were unseen. You were constantly having to say something to this person. And like I said, they were determined to misunderstand you. Okay? So that alone can make someone feel unheard, unseen, unnoticed whenever your words are not being acknowledged, whenever your feelings are not being acknowledged, your needs are not being acknowledged. And this person did everything in them, in their power, to make you feel like that, and it was for a reason. Okay, they didn't want you to go out here and feel like you were enough for someone else. Okay, you got you're my obsession. Unhealthy, attached, fixated, and no peace. So they could be obsessed with you. They could be watching you constantly. Okay. You lost me. Final straw, self-respect, and power move. So maybe you guys made a power move by, you know, disconnecting with this person, detaching. Some of you guys may still be struggling with that. You're still trying to, you know, work your way through that part of it here. What else do we have? Self-indulgence. Focus on self. Self-worth. Time to heal. Shadow work. And self-appreciation. Yeah, because you keep going, you know, like through it with someone. And Spirit is saying, hey, get it together. Maybe you have blocked yourself from this person and detached. And now maybe something has triggered the situation to come up again. Let's see. Separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of future. All right, and heart with the key. Welcoming love, meeting the one. Open your heart, getting together, perfect. I feel like this is the energy that you guys are trying to bring in. This is the energy you're trying to move forward to. And I feel like this is the energy that this person wants to stop, or they don't want you to have while you're not with them. So this could be like them sending out that energy here, you know. So be mindful of anybody that has already shown you guys that they don't want to see you happy, don't want to see you prosper, and start blocking these, you know, this individual, these people, whoever it is, because all the disagreements, sometimes no matter how much you talk with someone, there's still going to constantly be chaos. There's still going to constantly be a disagreement because they have made up in their mind that they don't want to make peace with you, which is why they refuse to kind of come together with you. Okay. And they just really refuse to see it how you see it, or understand how you feel in the situation, okay? Well, that was your reading, Sagittarius. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you guys comment and let me know if it resonates to you. And hit that bell so I can see you next time. Bye-bye.